Three,
Great.
two, one, zero.
I'm using this deck
Liftoff.
today. So put her there. Let's play.
Pretty deck, pretty deck. Hey,
Right? Isn't
lift
that
off,
cool?
everybody.
Hey,
Lift off
everybody.
on another Tarot Today Live. That's right. Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, wherever and whenever you may be listening to us on Blog Talk Radio, but you're also seeing us on YouTube. Oh my God. We are live on YouTube. If you're listening on Blog Talk, or maybe you're holding on the phone lines, just open a new tab in your browser, type in tarottoday.live. That'll take you over to the YouTube channel and you can get in the chat with us. Who's in the
Yes.
chat? Is anybody in the chat? Oh, Sharon's in the chat, and Zero is back too. Hi,
Awesome.
Sharon. Hi, Zero.
Hey, everybody.
What's that? What is that deck that you had?
Oh, the one I was
the
holding
deck.
up. Right.
Yeah.
That's the deck
Let
that
me make your thing big here so we can see it.
Okay. It is The Messages from Heaven Communication Cards by Jackie Newcomb. And this came out a few years ago, and I do really like it. I even drew the card of the day, but this is a back design. That's the thing I don't like about this deck. For some reason, Jackie Newcomb, it's not the first time she's done it. I have other decks by her too. We know what deck it is when we bought it. Take the words off. Let us have that beautiful sort of galactic, heart thing. It's really a pretty design. And she messes it up by having to put the title of the deck on the back of it. Pet peeve. It's a pet peeve. Only thing I don't like about the deck.
So what is that card of the day you got?
The card of the day. I'm so glad you asked. This is a great card. This deck has like these sort of, I'm trying to find like, okay, that's better. Has these sort of nature scenes, and the message is be creative, look for ways to build, grow, and manifest. And because of this deck being the Messages from Heaven communication cards deck, that means that if you do that, if you do your part, okay, and whatever it is that you want to accomplish, what your dream is, what your goals are, just know that if you do your part and you're creative about how you approach it and you look for ways to build and to grow and to manifest your dreams, then your loved ones that are on the other side, gone yonder, whatever we want to call it, dead, really, right? We're talking about dead people here.
Yeah. I see dead people.
I see dead people. They're going to be there. They're going to have your back and they're going to help you to manifest it, to help that be achieved. But, we always have to do our part of it, whether it's working with ancestors or people that have loved ones who have passed on, or whether it's even working with the law of attraction. We still have things we have to do. It just doesn't happen because we think it. That's my theory. Anyways, and that's the card of the day. What about you? What are the numbers for today? We just went through Friday the 13th. Is today any better?
Well, guess what? Guess what? It's your favorite thing. It's the 14th. It's a 5. 1 + 4 is 5. Yes, it's another 5-day, folks. Yes, but there's good news. There's good news. Like, for instance, it's a 5-day. So it's also change. I mean, yes, it's the chaos number in numerology, and crazy things can spiral down for sure. But it's a high energy day, and 5 is change. We, especially us tarot readers, we all know that, right? You get those 5 cards, they're all change. Change is happening. But that could be, that could be a good thing, especially the beginning of the year, right? And the entire date, well, 2023 is a 7 world year, and we're going to add that to the day, that 5 energy, and the month 1. So 6 and 7 is 13. 1 + 3 is 4. So it's a day of structure, establishing foundations, structure, anything like that. But to get a clue about what all that, if we look at the card of the day, it's the Ace of Cups. Beautiful card by Chiro here.
Yeah.
In the Grand
Gorgeous.
Lux deck. It's pretty. It's pretty. And you got the goldfish there, and oh gosh, really good job on that one. Aces have always been like some of my favorite cards in the deck. Of course, I'm a Gemini, so every card is my favorite card, but yeah. Aces. Yes. So, what does that mean? Well, cups are emotions, right? So the feeling I got right away when I drew that was what emotionally fulfills us. So it's new things, because the aces are, always fresh starts and new energy and new possibilities. Now, also, of course, some of you folks out there, it could mean you're going to start a new relationship perhaps today. Maybe you have a first date tonight. It is a Saturday, right?
Falling in love.
Yeah, it's that kind of energy, but if it's not a romantic thing for you, think about, okay, it's the beginning of the year. I'm getting ready for the year. What do I want to accomplish? And, the clue here with the Ace of Cups is, make it about what you're emotionally fulfilled by. And you have the energy to do it, because it's that 5 energy. So there you go. Card of the day, numerology of the day. I like your card of the day as well. Yeah. And let's let everybody know in the chat. By the way, Sharona's in there. Karen's in there. Hi, everybody.
Hi, everybody.
You can call into the show on Saturdays. On Monday, it's just our YouTube chat. We want to focus on our YouTube followers here. So be sure to, go ahead and click that subscribe button and hit the bell icon there, and give this video a like as well. But if you're in there on YouTube, you can actually call into the show. So 714-816-4628, 714-816-4628, and press 1 on your dial pad as soon as you get through. But you can also request readings right from the chat, right, Mary? How do you do that?
Yes, I can. You just type it in the chat, whatever it is that your question is. Be specific. Try not to ask a yes or no question. Ask more like, what do I need to know about such and such? That's just my pet peeve, but it's okay. We can handle yes, no. I have a pendulum. Dax does yes, no spreads. And just type it in. You don't have to ask for a reading, or if you can get in line for a reading, or any of that kind of stuff. All you got to do is type it in. Or if you don't have a specific question and you just want a general reading, you can say, can you please pull a card for me?
Oh, wait. We saw the dog for a second. I see the top of his head.
Oh, okay.
Joining the show
is Spencer. Hello, Spencer.
Hi, Spencer.
Spencer. Oh, there he is. There he is.
That's awesome.
He just does it when he wants to do it.
Is Spencer going to pull cards for us?
I'll tell you, somewhere I have a great picture of Spencer pulling a card. He actually, my other dog doesn't, but Spencer actually likes cards. He will sort of indicate which card he wants. And I have a picture somewhere of him with the card he chose, and it was like an angel deck, and it was the romantic partner card. Like he's looking for love. No, he feels like it. I am not sure exactly why he thought this was a good idea to jump in my lap, but that's okay. Oh, I think he's moving on. It looks like his. So go right ahead. What were we talking about? The dog will come in and out, I'm sure.
Yeah. So we'll go to the phone lines in just a second. Don't get upset if we spend more time with the phone lines, because we only have the lines when we simulcast on Blog Talk. That's only on Saturdays. So call into the show, folks. But we do have questions in the chat already.
Yes.
Let's do Sharon's, and then we'll go into calls. So Sharon says, reading, please. I'm disabled. What do I need to do to go back to work? What do I need to do to go back to work? Sharon. Sharon's one of our members too, I think,
Okay.
in the guild.
Do you want to go first?
No, but I will.
Okay, go ahead. I'm not ready.
I'm not ready either. I'm sorry, Sharon.
Oh,
I'm working on it.
okay. Well, I'm doing my readings a little bit differently today, so I can't go
Oh,
first.
how you doing
actually.
yours?
Well,
Oh,
I
you want to go
thought,
first?
yeah, I'll go first. Uh, Two things. I'm just doing MasterCard. Why did I say that?
I
um,
have no idea.
Major Arcana card readings today as far as tarot, because I have this beautiful, absolutely beautiful deck. This is, God, what is it? James Rickliff's deck. It's still, the entire deck is still in progress, but the 21st Century Tarot de Marseille that he's doing, I just love. I did buy the Major Arcana already, and I'm just waiting for him to complete the rest of the deck. But they're gorgeous, and I've decided I wanted to use them today. They just spoke to me. So for Sharon, what do you need to do to be able to go back to work? Okay, look, the Temperance card comes up. Look at that, Dex. Look at James's Temperance card. Look at those colors pop.
Like the
It just,
colors.
I love it. Temperance is a really interesting card to come up on this, because there's a lot of different ways you can read the card. But Sharon, to me, what that's saying is like, okay, this is going to be like sort of a mixed approach that you're going to have to do. Also, take it easy. To me, Temperance is taking the moderate approach. So that might be getting back in the saddle and going to work. That may be starting out part-time, to me, that would be like a perfect connection with Temperance, is to like start out with part-time work, but also, that idea of compromise. You need to find an employer. If you're going to work for somebody else, you need to find an employer that, is disability friendly. They all are supposed to be, but not all of them are. Somebody that will find that compromise with you, find that middle ground, meet you halfway. I think that that's going to be a key in being able to like successfully return to the workforce in a way that like, you feel good about, and it's not, too much. But let's see what Dax is getting.
Okay, hang on just a second, because I'm typing in the chat. So give me a second to turn my camera back on. I got to get all the way over to Zoom to do that. I don't think we should be, we'll talk about that after the show. It's like, we got to stop doing the thing with the camera messes me up every time. Anyway, I'm sorry. I'm trying to answer people in the chat, and oh my gosh. By the way, I did want to mention something. I'm noticing a huge delay on YouTube. Like the stuff that's coming up on YouTube is stuff we said about 5 minutes ago. So I just want to let you all know that if I'm talking to you in the chat and then the video comes in and it seems like it's like 5 minutes later, that's why. I've already responded, but it's taking forever. Blog Talk, there's a short delay, but it's like, less than a minute. But man, something weird going on with YouTube today. So what are we getting here? So the same thing that Mary said, the Knight of Coins comes up. That's the slowest moving of the knights, taking things slow and steady. Like she said, find employers that are disabled friendly, that kind of thing. Personally, me, if I'm disabled or what have you, I'm not even going to try. I'm not even going to bother. I'm going to build my own income, gig economy, or start my own business or something like that, where I'm in control and I'm in control of where it takes place, and I can work from home, for instance, if I want. I'm going to create income for myself, but that's just me. But I thought I'd throw that out there, especially because we did get the Ace of Cups, and I really think a lot of you out there can do that. You can look at what your emotionally fulfills you and the intersection of that and somebody else's big problem that you're going to solve for them. So sit back and just ponder that here in the beginning of January, the middle of January. Figure out what it is. Now, I did get the High Priestess, so I listening to your gut instincts about this, working on your spiritual development. It may be something in that area that you end up doing. Along with, the Sun card shows up, so that's a good sign, the Sun card and the Queen of Wands, again, fire energy. What are you passionate about? And, also maintaining your independence. And that's what I was talking about in the very beginning. And then you end up with an 8 card. 8 is abundance. So strength, you have to have the inner strength to do this, though, especially if you're going to do your own thing. So that's what I got for Sharon. And I think we have another question. Karen's got a question in the chat. Before we go back to the chat, though, I want to get some phone calls in. Let's see who's been waiting the longest. Mary, it's been a while since we did phones. Okay, so here we go.
It's been a week.
80. Yeah. Oh, that was Monday we took off, not that you took off. It wasn't Saturday. I'm sorry. I was thinking of something else. Area code 805. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 805.
Hi, this is California, Santa Barbara.
Okay, you cut up right then.
Hi.
Can you say your name again, because it dropped out right when you were saying your name?
Oh, Donna in California.
Donna,
Hi,
in
Donna.
California. Okay. Just so you know, you're breaking up a little bit. So go ahead, Donna. What would you like to chat about?
This is better. I took it off speaker.
Great.
Sounds good.
Perfect.
Good. Yeah, I wanted to know about finances. For some reason, I think this is going to be my year. I'm a very lucky person, and I feel like I'm going back into my lucky year. So I hope to win a lot of good things. And I wanted to know what you're picking up, please.
Okay. Well, right off the bat, I got this 8 of Swords, and again, 8 is abundance, but when you look at the card, you go, well, where's the abundance there? Well, it's an abundance of swords, that's for sure. But it's the path to abundance. And she's not seeing the path because obviously she's blindfolded. But you could easily just reach up and take the blindfold off, right? And she's surrounded by these swords. Swords are thoughts and ideas. Okay, so that might be what's complicating things. And so the way forward is to discard a lot of these thoughts and ideas, a lot of these swords, to focus in on one thing and establish some boundaries. We had these cards come up recently. I don't know if it was Monday or last Saturday. 7 of Wands, guarding the boundaries there. Now you're in a good position. You're, literally have the high ground. Okay. But normally in the beginning of years or when somebody's talking about they're gonna start something or go for something, I tell them to tell everybody, because let's say they want to quit smoking, or they're starting this up, or they're doing that. This year though, I want people to keep things close to the chest. So here in this 4 of coins, you can see the merchant's got the coin, but he's got it up against his chest. It's like, the whole thing about keeping your cards close to your chest, and don't let everybody know in the beginning what you're going for necessarily, unless you really, really trust them.
Okay.
Four of coins. So there's some
All right.
advice on that. And let's see what Mary's getting. Mary?
Hi, Mary.
Yes. Hi. So, have a couple
Hi.
cards going here that is really kind of interesting. The very first thing that comes up, you said you're a very lucky person, which is awesome. I'm somebody who happens to believe in luck. um, and the very first card that comes up is the Emperor card. Now, so yeah, maybe you're going to be lucky with finances. Maybe everything's going to be stable. It is a card of structure and also putting things in order. So I also think of that, like are you looking at investments, like something like a structured something? So that could be something like, say if you have a mortgage on your house or something, maybe you could restructure that in a way that is more financially beneficial. Things like that is what I would be thinking about. Like what's already set up in the structure for you financially, and what changes might you make to that? Because the other card I got is from the Power of the Elements Oracle deck. And, it's the Imagine card, and it's asking you to imagine sort of like the perfect place, like where your heart feels at home. Now, maybe that's your home yourself. I don't know if you're thinking of moving or you have a retirement plan or something, but I also feel like it's the year to start thinking of that. Like, okay, not only like what is working for me and what can I maintain, but how do I get to my dream? How do I get to what is really going to make me feel like, yeah, this is life. This is the life. This is how I want my life to be. So I would be looking at those two, and then also keeping in mind, the financial thing for building that dream. But that's what I got.
Awesome.
Okay.
Well, thanks
great.
for the call,
Thank you.
Donna.
Yeah, thanks for calling.
Thank you. Have a nice.
Have
You
a nice
too.
weekend.
Have a great weekend.
Yeah. So in the chat, people are popping in. We got Growing Old with Purpose, Rosie.
Hi, Rosie.
There was a question from Karen.
Hmm.
I used a Celtic cross spread to determine the best outcome of a class I wanted to attend. Almost all the cards were supportive majors, but the outcome card was the 10. Hold on, it splits off into another. The 10 of Swords. Yikes. I signed up anyway, but is there a positive take on the 10 of Swords? What do you think, Mary?
Sure.
I'm saying,
Yeah.
well, yes, of course there is, but what do you want to say about the 10 of Swords?
Well, I think that the most usual, like the sort of like most common positive take on the 10 of Swords is to say, like, the worst is behind you. When you reach the 10 of Swords, it's like, oh, that's it. I think of it that way on a very basic level. It's a card of limitations. It's like saying, like, okay, as far as we take this. So it could be saying that, that there's just maybe some things about this, taking this class, that like you go through the class, if the rest of the cards were great and supportive, you go through the class and everything, but you come out of it feeling like maybe you need something else. Like maybe somehow, okay, I need the next step. I've reached the limit with this particular, I don't know what kind of class you're taking, but sometimes we take a class and that can kind of give us like a hint or a feeling of like the next direction we want to go on. And often that has to do with specialization, So that's what I get with that. What are you getting, Dex?
Well, the 10, you don't have to turn your camera off. not showing cards.
Oh, right.
Let's have a conversation.
It is.
Let's have a conversation.
Talk about it.
So the 10 of Swords. Okay, so that messed me up for a second. Let me get it back here. Okay.
Recover.
Okay.
Recover.
Yeah. 10 of Swords. Yeah, because every time you turn your camera off, I freak. I go, oh, Mary left me. Mary's gone. No, but
we need to do some EFT and work on that.
Yeah.
It's like,
oh my God. I need some tapping right now. I do. I'm all hot and flush now. I'm just, anyway, Swords are thoughts and ideas. Not knowing exactly what the class is, exactly what you're doing, exactly what you're going for, it's really hard to say. But there is so much positive about the Ten of Swords, unless the readings about, surgery or medical problems, and then that card comes up, it often indicates surgery, back surgery, things like that. Swords are thoughts and ideas. So maybe you're going to get a lot of thoughts and ideas out of this, but really what it comes down to is, for me, it's very similar to the Death card. It's a card of transition. It's the ending of one cycle and the beginning of another. This is really super positive. Maybe after doing this class, you're able to start something entirely new and go into a new cycle and accomplish a lot. Or, maybe it's relating to projects or career or something where you can be financially compensated more or something. I don't know. It depends on the class, but yeah. Don't see the Ten of Swords and freak out and go, oh no, this class is going to be horrible, because I know that's where people want to go and where she originally went. It's actually just transition, folks. Just like when you get the Death card, doesn't mean you're going to die in the class, or the class is going to be dead, or the class is going to be bad, or whatever. It just means a transition. Anyway, that's what I get.
What's interesting too is it just made me think of, we had the author of this deck on the Tarot Today live show, radio only. You can look in the archive, but look for our interview with Anna Turian, who did Tarot of the Abyss. And the reason I bring this up is she did 2 different versions of the Ten of Swords. Now, here's her take on the traditional version. And that's where we think like, oh God, there we are, stick a fork in me, I'm done, right?
Exactly.
But here's her alternate reading, and look at that. Like you see the owl and the wise man facing each other.
Oh,
and let me show
more
it
of a
little
hermit
bit
feel to me.
Yeah, but look at that smile. I love that smile. It's like facing, that wisdom, the owl. The owl represents, and you're looking right into it. And what she says about this is, let me see. Hold on. Let me see where I can read this. She says,
get some light.
Yeah, she said she provided an alternate version of the Ten of Swords. This variation considers the Ten of Swords and its association with the decade, the 10, I guess. Therefore, it represents the realization and completion of mental progression going full circle. So it's that idea of, you come back around at the end of this class, and it's so great that it was the final card. And it's like you feel like you've completed it. And like you were saying, Dax, it's on to the next, So I wouldn't take it as a bad sign, because also, even though you're doing a positional spread like the Celtic cross, you have to still understand that when you do a spread of cards, regardless of positions, it's still telling you a story. It all comes together to give you the answer. And so if you look at that 10 of Swords with the other cards that came up in combination, then you find like, oh, okay, that's just letting me know. It's like when it's done, it's done. And, I've got to like kind of take stock and what is the next thing? So that's
Sounds
what I get.
awesome to me.
That's what I think. Great question.
In the chat. Yeah. And in the chat, they're saying how wonderful the deck is. And Karen says, lovely deck.
Oh yeah. Tarot of the Abyss. Gorgeous. Gorgeous.
Jack Mack just came in, one of our regulars. Hey, Jack. And Karen says, it's learning to control and use my gifts. I would like to help cross the dead. I would like to help cross the dead. I don't know what that means. Does that mean like being a medium? Never heard it put that way.
Well, help them cross over. There's a lot of people that do that kind of work.
Oh, crossing. Yeah. That's not what I got from the wording there, but yeah, I know about crossing. Sure.
Yeah.
Helping people
cross.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, healers, Reiki masters, mediums, psychics. A
Mm.
lot of people do that kind of work. If you feel drawn to it, you know,
Yeah,
go
she
for it.
says, I would love to do that. Thank you both very much.
You're
And then
welcome.
she did the lovely deck. That was so helpful. And yes, cross the dead over. Okay. Yeah, it's just the way she had it worded. It could have meant two different things. So I wanted to find out for sure.
Mm.
Also, I popped in a link there for signing up on the Tarot Guild website. You can just go over to the tarotguild.com and click sign up at the top of any
Mm.
page, and you can join the website for free. I just want to let everybody know that that is free. Let's see who's waiting on the phone lines the longest, Mary. It looks like 267. 26. Are you
Hi.
there, caller? What's your name? Where are you calling from?
Hey, it's Jessica from Pennsylvania.
Hi, Jessica.
And can you hear me?
Mhm.
Wanted to know if, so I've been interviewing for a full-time job and putting out lots of resumes, and just wondering if you see me getting an offer from one of the jobs I've already gone on, or is it one of the jobs I haven't yet interviewed for yet?
Mm.
Okay, I got it already.
Well,
Okay.
What you've already interviewed for, I got a major arcana card. I got the Hierophant. So it's a strong possibility. I feel it's more of a no right now kind of thing, because when I pull a card for one coming up, future interviews, I get the Four of Wands, which is a celebration card. And so I think that, for right this minute, I don't think it's one that you've interviewed for already. It's something coming down the pike, one you're going to interview for. And the Hierophant also is a card of higher learning. So it may be talking about taking additional training or studies or something for these positions that you've already looked into. Meanwhile, you go for the, what's coming in. Let's see what Mary's getting. I pull a card for each one, basically.
yeah, I pulled a card for each one too, and it's really what Dax is saying. Although they're different cards, as often happens.
Oh,
I got the Hanged Man, and again, this is James
perfect.
Rickman's 21st Century Marseille Tarot that's going to be coming out later as a full deck. But yeah, the Hanged Man. I don't think it's happening with what you've already interviewed for. And then when I pulled a card for, ones you have coming up, I get the Strength card.
Mm,
So that is pretty much what
nice
Dax said.
confirmation there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it's been a lot
Thanks
of
for
work,
calling.
lots of interviews.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you.
Well, keep your head up, and if you have any other questions about something, in the future, we're here every Monday and Saturday. Pop in again, Jessica.
Yeah.
Okay, will do. Thank you, guys.
All righty. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. We're going to pop over to area
Thanks for
code
calling.
630. 630. Caller, what's
Hi,
your name? Where are you
thanks for
calling
taking my
from?
call.
My name is Dion, and I am in Wisconsin.
Hi,
Dion in
in
Wisconsin.
Wisconsin.
What do you want to talk
Woohoo.
about?
So I changed careers recently too, just because I'd like something better for myself. And I am grateful for everything that God does provide, but at the same time, I'm feeling the need to nest and purchase my own home again. I haven't been a homeowner in probably 5 years. So how does that how am I doing on my manifestation with that?
How are you doing on your manifestation with that? Okay. All right. So just pulling a card on that. What comes up is a Hierophant card. Okay.
Oh,
So, that's a great card to come up. I feel like, okay, you're doing okay on your manifestation. Keep the faith is one thing that I would say. However, I feel like also so often the Hierophant card to me reminds me of having someone you can get advice from, someone that can like kind of mentor you, show you the ropes. In that case of like home buying, maybe show you the neighborhood, someone who really has an inside track to like information on what's coming available, what's good, what not to look at or consider, that kind of stuff. And then the other card that I got, is from the Lyran Oracle, and it really is a card about, staying, on it, staying dedicated. It's a card of dedication, being inspired, listening to your intuition is really going to be key when it comes to the time of actually making the choice of where to live, what to purchase, etc. But I think you're on track with your manifestation. It's just keep the momentum going. That's what that second card was about. But let's see what Dax is getting.
Yeah, I got exactly the same thing, and different cards. So abundance, again, that number 8, this is the 8 of coins, and he's diligently doing this, just like Mary said. And I also got the Queen of Coins. There's that nurturing energy, home energy, and so forth. There you go. So
Great. Thank you. Thank you for the confirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah, thanks for the call.
So hopefully we'll hear back from Dion, what happened. Let's see. We're going to go to who's been waiting the longest here. 510. Caller 510. Hello.
Happy New Year. Thank you for doing
Happy New Year.
Hi.
Happy New Year.
What's your name, hon?
Happy New Year. Thank you so much. This is Melissa, Colorado.
Oh, yeah. Hi, Melissa.
I remember her.
Hi. Well, I did listen to your show, Mary Brown. I'm glad you did the crystals part. Thank you so much. I love when you do that show.
Thanks.
So I hope you have some more.
Thank you.
So cool. Yes, I do. Yeah, this is a great place to learn tarot cards because I'm a slow learner and I'm trying to get it. I have a question.
Awesome. Awesome. I do the crystal show the first Tuesday of every month. So tune in. Thanks for watching.
Yes, yeah, I have. My question is, so I have a male friend, right? And we talk 4 to 6 times a week. But New Year came and I had to go. Just wanted to know. The question is, I had to fix some stuff, but when I know when is the next time I hear from him? And do we go back to our? I mean, we're not going to go back to the same pattern because we had changed our pattern. But like, do we go back to talking frequently down the road? There we go.
Right. Dax, I think it's your turn.
I'm not quite maybe it's me, but I'm just not getting the question exactly.
Her male friend, they were talking, 4 or 5 times a week, right? And then after New Year's, some stuff happened and they kind of got off track. She's wondering, when is she going to hear from him again? And are they going to go back to being like consistently, frequently talking like they were?
Yeah. I think it's a big fat yes on that. 10 of Wands, and that's a yes card. But this individual is making slow, steady progress to his goal, but he is a little overburdened right now. So it's just going to take some time to get back to that. But I think it's a big fat yes. What about you, Mary?
Well, I'm going to say yes as well, because I get the Magician card, and that is a card of manifestation, being able to make things happen. All the resources are there for communication to resume, and great. And as far as the win side of it, the Magician card being a 1 card makes me feel like that could happen quickly. It can make this happen at any time. It could be just after the year we got into like the whole like, everybody got busy and things got off track. What I also thought was really great was I pulled a card here, and the title of the card is The Gateway of Sound. And this card actually is about manifestation. This is from the Lyran Oracle. And you got the dolphins, connected with sound, right? Because of sonar. So that's like, a double confirmation to me. Yeah, it's gonna happen because, talking is all about sound. Sometimes, unless you use Braille or if you use sign language. I don't know. But the answer is yes.
All righty.
That's great.
Thanks
Thanks
for
for the call,
question.
Melissa.
I appreciate your call. And yes, I'll tune in. Thank you. Thank you.
All right. Enjoy the rest of your weekend there. Let's pop back in the chat real quick, see what's going on too, Mary.
Yes.
New Ben is in there. Hello, everyone. Well, hello to you, New Ben.
Hello. Thanks for joining us.
Borders Rule is in there. That's Charlotte. Hey, Charlotte. Yeah. Charlotte asked, have you guys been doing any classes, seminars, webinars like you were doing for a while? Yes, we just did one in December, and we're still working on 2023, what we're going to be doing. We were chugging them out like almost every week or every other week for a big chunk of 2022. And then it slowed down to like 2 or 3 a month. Then it slowed down a little bit. And yeah, we're probably not going to go at the same pace of like dozens and dozens of the free classes and workshops. But
true. But I would say this, and I think this is a good venue for it, is like, what is the thing you guys want to learn? Because I remember like
we've done everything.
Yeah, it's like we're coming up with these ideas. We're teaching things we've taught before. We're teaching new things that we're like, hey, we get inspired to teach. But what do you want to learn? Because when I was starting out, and even now, I mean, there are some real specific type classes that I want as a reader, as a advanced reader, I guess you could say. We're always learning. Even if you master it, there's still more to learn. So it would be great to know what it is, like what's the kind of area that you're not so sharp on, that you can really use somebody to break it down for you. Those are the kind of workshops I'd like to be doing. And we have so many skilled people with various, skill sets just on our, just
board,
on staff.
just the board. Yeah.
Yeah. So we could easily, try to, fill the void wherever the voids are.
Let us know, Charlotte, and everybody else in there. And then,
everyone else.
Anybody listening on Blog Talk or watching on YouTube here, go over to thetarotguild.com and you can message me, for instance, right from my page, and mary.thetarotguild.com, dax.thetarotguild.com. We all have message buttons. You have to be signed into the website, but like I said earlier, that's free. Top of any page, click sign up. You can use your social media, Facebook, LinkedIn, whatever, or you can put in a what do you call it? I always want to say username, and that's what hangs me up on this, Mary. Email and a password or social media. And so go ahead and sign up, and then go over to our pages and you can message. There's also a contact button, and it has everybody's page linked and listed, all of our staff members. And Sharona's on the staff. She's in the chat right now if you want to talk to her. Hi, Sharona. And Charlotte says, I'll think about topics I need help with. Yes. So just all of you write us and let us know, and we'll do some free workshops and get them out there,
Yeah,
So Zero
what do you
had
want
a
to
question.
learn?
Right. Zero had a question. So remind me, we're going to take that one when we come back. But just real quickly, I want to let everybody know that we have our new lifetime membership. We now have, we've had a couple people sign up already, and a couple of our our previous or current premium members that want to upgrade to lifetime membership. By the way, you can upgrade. Contact me about that. And but this is a great deal that we're doing for 2023, all new for 2023. Because some people don't want to pay the annual membership. It's $1 a month. It's really, really cheap. But we're throwing in the whole kitchen sink with this, paid up for life. So that $12 extrapolated over 40 years, $480 value, you pay once, you're paid up. And then you get my course, $297 normally. Our CTR, professional tarot reader certification, normally $134, 2 payments of $67. That's included free, 50% off higher certification. So each level of certification is that 134, which is basically 2 payments of 67, right? But you only have to pay 67 when you're a lifetime member for higher levels. So there you go. Just go over to thetarotguild.com and click on the banner right there on the main page. And you can sign up for as little as $78, get you started. It's 3 payments of $78, but you can save even more with 1 payment of $197, and then you're paid up for life and you get all these goodies. So that's that. And also you can, of course, always grab us a cup of coffee, Mary and I, over at coffee.tarottoday.live. And you can book one of our tag team readings. If you really like how we do the readings here on the shows, you can actually book a private session. You go to tagteam.tarottoday.live and you can book a session with us, and it's an hour, and we I do your full numerology chart, and Mary does a chakra reading. We do tarot, we do oracle cards. We have plenty of time to get through all the areas of your life and questions and things that you want to look into in our tag team reading. So very similar to what we do on the shows, but a lot different because A, it's private, and B, it's an hour. So there you go, folks. Wanted to get that in. And I think I did mention subscribing earlier, but I'll pop it up there again. Hit that subscribe button, hit the bell, get subscribed to the channel. Let's see who's been waiting the longest on the phone lines, Mary. And then we'll go back and do Zero's question in the chat. I think it's area code 929. Caller, what's your name? Where are you calling from? 929.
Yes. Hello, my name is Helena, and I would like to know, am I in any immediate danger?
Immediate danger.
Who goes first? You or me? I can't remember.
I think you were up. Aren't you up first?
Okay. I think so. Okay. Any immediate danger? Boy, that idea is a pretty disturbing question, and I can tell you why. Because I'm nowhere near where you're calling from, and if you really feel that you're in immediate danger, get somewhere safe. Call someone who can help you get safe if you have a friend or family member like that. If you need a shelter, if you need to call Hotline, seriously, don't take a risk if it's a real danger. What I get is the Hanged Man. I don't feel good about getting that card. Now, that isn't necessarily a card of immediate danger, but man, who are we kidding? That's not how we want to look. We don't want to look like we're completely upside down and stuck and hanging and in limbo and everything. So it feels like we're in a tricky moment right now. That isn't a card indicating immediate danger. However, I don't feel that great about it. And I don't feel so great about the fact that you're worried that you might be in immediate danger. So please, please, please take care of yourself. Look out for yourself. One other card that comes up here is, I pulled the calcite card for you. Calcite is a crystal. The message with that card is relaxation. So whatever's going on, you need to get safe. You need to go somewhere where you can relax and just kind of calm down and think clearly about, the whole picture. But let's see what Dex is getting.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well,
So I just
before we go to Jack, I have to
Mhm.
wait. I'm sorry. Before we go
No,
to
go
Jack,
ahead.
I have to say you hit
Yeah.
the nail on the head. I'm rubbing my neck right now. I have tension in my neck. My neck has been hurting, so I'm rubbing my neck right now.
Oh,
So yes, I am stressed. So
Yeah.
yes, you hit the nail on the head.
Okay. Well, I want you to take care of you and don't take any
yeah.
chances,
Take
but
care of
maybe
you.
that's
Hmm.
Take care of you.
Yeah.
Okay. So what I'm getting here, very similar to what Mary got. I think this is transitioning, but I'm still not happy about it. Okay. So
Hmm.
first of all, I'm getting something from childhood with this or nostalgia. That's the Six of Cups and this guy showing up, this King of Wands, somehow relating to this. The first card I got, I was very happy with though, because it is the Six of Swords. Six is success. It's positive. And in the Six of Swords, they're moving away from the rough, choppy seas to calm waters, slowly and steadily progressing to a goal. Okay. So I feel like this is transitioning for you. And here is the kicker is I got two transition cards, the Ten of Swords and the Death card,
Hmm.
which are both very similar energies. It's transition. Okay, so I feel that along with the Six of Swords, I feel good about that. I feel like you're transitioning away from any danger. However, again, it's the Ten of Swords and the Death card. I'm not not happy seeing that, but I choose to believe, especially because it was accompanied and the main focus, the first card I drew being the Six of Swords, I feel it's talking more about transition. So I think you're heading out of the danger.
You also hit the nail on the head. So let me just give a brief background. I'm in a
yes.
rocky marriage, very rocky, and I went to a screw was loose on my bike, and I took it to the bike shop today. And the bike repairman said that if I was going 20 miles per hour, because I do Uber Eats, so he said if you was delivering and if you was going fast on your bike, whoever loosened the screws on your bike, because he said all the screws from the spokes, the back wheel spokes, were loose. He said if all of them had came out at the same time while you was riding, that would not have looked good. So that happened today. The tension in my neck has been going on for like a week or so. And I do feel a transition because I want out and I would like, and I've been thinking about moving. I'm just trying to figure out how I'm going to do it.
Right. Right. Well, look, wow. So two things that just pop into my head to tell you is one, be cautious, check it out, do that sort of like vehicle check on your bicycle, anything that like that, but it is not good to be living in that circumstance. The other thing is, don't telegraph what you plan to do. You're trying to figure out how to get out of this situation, right? So keep it to yourself in a sense, build for it, be creative, think of ways. What do I need? Well, usually you need money and you need a roof over your head, right? And you got a job, so that's cool.
Right.
So you just got to build up, squirrel that money away, whatever, till you're ready to move, and then just walk out. Don't make a big speech. Don't have a big argument. Don't do the whole thing. Just try to be normal, and calm for your own good. But also, you don't need to telegraph to somebody that you're worried about, retaliating in some way. You have to make them think that everything's just kind of fine, and also that's only if you plan to stay in there. But if you really think that this man is sabotaging you in a way that, you could have an accident that could seriously injure you, if not worse.
No, he's that way because he broke my other bike. He broke the brakes, the front brakes on my other bike. So
On
yeah,
purpose?
He's a mechanic. So yeah.
Well, I would, what about local resources, women's shelters, hotline? Is there any domestic violence happening?
I did
not.
I did all of that. I did the order of protection. I did all of that, and the judge dismissed the case. So I just have to, like you said, don't broadcast it. Act like everything is fine, and just plan my movement.
Yeah, plan your
and that's that whole
movement
transition.
And don't be afraid
coming up
to
in
go to
cars.
a shelter.
I'm so glad I called. Yeah. I'm so glad
don't
I
be
called.
afraid.
Thank you so much.
Yeah, but if you reach a point where don't be afraid to go to the shelter and get that sort of halfway experience. That it's like, okay, you're not the only one that's been in this situation, and you don't have to stay in a household.
I have 2 cats. No, I have two pets. I have 2 cats, and they don't allow pets in the shelter. So I love my babies. So I'm gonna plan my exit quietly.
Okay.
Yeah, have a friend watch the animals and then go to the shelter. There's a lot
if
of
you need to.
if you need to. There's a lot of different things you can do. You're not stuck. Well, thanks for the call. We gotta. I hope you all, wish you all the best. Stay
Call
in touch
back.
with
Let
us.
us know how you're doing.
Yep. And let's see, I'm going to pop back over the chat, see what's going on. We got Karen coming in. We got Beverly coming in. We've got Kid Yogi coming in.
Hi,
Who's
everybody.
asked a question? Mary, lightning round. Okay, so we're going to do lightning round. Let's see. Hi from Netherlands, Europe. The Netherlands.
Hi. Awesome.
Can I have a card, please, Karen? Okay, Karen. I'm going to pull a card here. And we get, oh, I got to bring my camera back up. There we go. Okay. The world card. Wow. What a great card to get, especially at the beginning of the year. And what I'm feeling with this is don't hold yourself back. Basically, the whole world is open to you, Karen, is what I'm feeling. I feel that you tend to either dismiss some possibilities because you think, oh, I can't do that. Or you don't, it's like you have an invisible barrier up. You're not letting other possibilities come in. You're focused on, oh, it can only happen this way kind of thing. Really, the whole world's open to you. Mary, did you pull a card for Karen?
Yes, I did. From the Lyran Oracle. The Galactic Victory, Rebirth, and Full Potential. Look at how beautiful that lion card is. But yeah, so what this
very
means,
similar. Karen,
right? Galactic, exactly. It's like having the world. That is a card of success, of victory as well. But that full potential part of it, makes me think like this is a good time to examine, are you living up to your full potential? It's a great question for all of us, right? But what does that really mean? It means, being all that you can be at the things that you choose to do. So I would take a look at that, but ultimately, these are good cards from both of us.
Absolutely. So lightning round. Okay, so the next one, Beverly, you get to go first, Mary. Kyan. I think that's the name of her ex. How does my ex feel about me? This is for Beverly.
How does Beverly, how does your ex feel about you? I'm going to draw something from the Power of the Elements card here. And your ex, the card that comes up is, this is nice. All is well, is what it says. Let the emotions flow through you. So I feel what this is saying is like the ex isn't stuck, whether being stuck on you because of a negative thing or being stuck on you because they're still in love with you. I feel like those emotions, both any negative and positive emotion through this for them. So all is well with that. So, but let's see what Dax is getting. What did you get?
Oh, so right away I pulled the Page of Cups. Yeah, and I feel that that's him. I feel he has a very adolescent outlook on things. It's not really super deep. It's just kind of superficial, where he still likes you and cares for you and all that kind of thing. So then I pulled an extra card just to get some clarification, and got the Ace of Swords. Remember, the card of the day I got is the Ace of Cups, new relationships. And with the Ace of Swords popping up, I feel like there's a possibility there, but his outlook is, he may be chronologically younger than you, but I don't know. But just his outlook is very adolescent. I'm just going to say that. But there's possibility there, because that's what I wanted to find out, why I drew the other card. Is there still a possibility there? And hey, of course, the aces are talking about, new. So I think you need a fresh approach. You got to approach it as a new relationship, not go back to what it was before, if you want to pursue that. Let's see. Kid Yogi wants a card. Oh, may I have a card pulled? Kid Yogi, am I in the relationship I'm meant for? Who's going first? I'm going first. Is that right?
You're going first. Yes.
Okay, I'm next. Okay, let's see. I am going to say no. I got the 5 of Cups. You already know this. You already know how you feel about it. You're not happy about this. And I just going on, because we're doing the lightning round, just going on one card, wherever possible. I'm just not feeling it. But let's see what Mary gets. She might get a positive card.
All cards are positive and negative, right? I got the strength card. So what that tells me is that I don't know about being, when you say, am I in the relationship I'm meant to be in, it almost brings in this idea of destiny or fate or soulmates or twin flame or all of that stuff. But what the strength card tells me quite simply is it requires some strength on your end to be in this relationship, right? And that may be, maybe that's true with every relationship. But yeah, I feel like it's not easy. I feel like there's a differential. One's the lion, the other's the lady, doesn't matter what gender. And that it requires diplomacy, and that it requires some strategy, and who's got control, who's a little too forceful, who isn't. I don't know. It looks like a little bit different. It's not like that easy flow of love and harmony that I would rather see. So that's what I get.
Awesome. And then we got, Nicola came in too.
Nicola.
Oh, so Nicola says, okay, I think they're asking for a card. Yeah.
Oh.
There was a little extra in there, and I was not quite understanding what the sentence meant, but basically a general reading. Oh.
Okay.
Okay, wait, now I think I might get it. Oh, okay. C and me. I know. He's talking, he or she is talking about a person with the letter C. See, I totally was not getting it. Type things out,
okay,
folks, because otherwise, I'm too dumb to figure this shit out. Okay.
It's Saturday.
Anyway, we're going to pull a card. Yeah, it's like, I just want to drink my coffee and have my coffee cake, to be honest with you today.
What do they want a card on? C and C,
general
the
reading C and me. I guess, that's what I'm saying. I'm having trouble. Just pull a card and see what you get.
Okay. Well, this calls for the 5th dimensional white lion beings from the Lyra constellation, if you ask me. Woo! And wow, I got
the aliens are coming in.
Right. I got the same card I got for another reader or another chat room person, I think, that was asking about communication. The Gateway of Sound card with the dolphins come up. And actually,
I like
you want to know more about your relationship. Why don't you Google dolphin medicine, look into animal spirit dolphin and see what comes up. There might be some more information with that would be helpful. But look, this is a card of manifestation, sound healing, alchemy even. So the two of you, communication is really key, like it is for most people in relationships, but really think about not just you and that person being in a relationship, but what can you build together? What can you manifest, since that is a card of manifestation? And do you need to go swimming with dolphins? That's what I get. What do you have, Dax?
I think that's awesome. My card's
You
a
never
little
know.
boring.
That could be a great experience.
I got the 6 of coins. 6 again is the success number in numerology. So the
Awesome.
relationship, I feel like it can happen. It can work, but look at what's going on in that card, balance, with the scales there, mediation, try to, moderation is what keeps coming to mind, almost like the temperance card, with the moderation. That's what I'm feeling for this situation. But as it is pentacles, coins, I'm just going to throw in there, don't let finances get in the way. And that's, by the way, that is the number one thing, according to the radio. Anyway, I was listening the other day. The number one thing that people have problems with and argue about relationships and couples is money.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So here we are, Mary. We're like at the end of the show.
Wow. Yes, it is. It is Taurus past. Yeah.
Past
the hour.
Taurus past
Taurus
the hour.
past the
So
hour.
we gotta get out of here. But we're gonna be back on Monday. Remember, it's YouTube only on Monday. I guess I should mention, do we have any other upcoming shows? I think Sharona's next show is until the 22nd. So there's no show on Sunday, but on the 22nd, there'll be a show, Sharona's Magic Universe. She's going to do 2023, What the Tarot Has to Say, but we'll be back on Monday, just here on the YouTube channel. So if you're listening on Blog Talk Radio, if you're dialed in or listening to the player, go over to YouTube. And we are Tarot Today Live. You can also just type in tarottoday.live. That URL will take you right over to the channel. Subscribe to the channel and join us on the live on Monday. All righty. So we are out of here. Great show, Mary. Thanks everybody for being here.
Bye, everybody. Have a great weekend.
Bye. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Good night, Mary Ellen.
Good night, John Boy.